Hello students and welcome back to the class. We are doing the chapter integers and in the previous class we understood the addition of integers, that is how to add the positive integers, positive negative integers and negative integers, and I hope you are able to do the questions based on this concept. Today we are moving to the next part, that is if we have understood the addition of integers, now let's understand the subtraction also, that is if we are given the integers positive or negative together, then how to do the subtraction of those integers. So I hope you will be able to understand the concept and you will be able to find interest in the class today. So let's start with the class now. And so before we start, one thing we should know, that is a term that is not understood in the previous class, that is called additive inverse. So let's understand this concept, and for this we are just taking the help of number line. Okay, so number line we understood, that is 1 2 3 this side and -1 -2 -3 this side, and this will continue. So no endpoints we have, that we already know. Now if you move 2 steps forward, you come to number that is 2 plus 2 we can say, and if you move 2 steps back you come to -2. Okay, so if we are going to add these numbers -2 and +2, what we'll get? That is nothing but 0. Yes or no? Same thing if you do for number 3. If you move 3 steps forward, if you go 3 steps backward, you come to +3 and you come to -3. So again if you add this together, what will get? 0. So basically such numbers are called additive inverse of each other. Means we can say -2 is the additive inverse of +2, or +2 is the additive inverse of -2. Same here we have -3 and 3. So we can say -3 is the additive inverse of 3, or we can say 3 is the additive inverse of -3. Means if you have two numbers, two integers which are added together to give you 0, in that case these two numbers are additive inverse of each other. Simple. So this way we can write down -5 plus 5, again we'll get 0 only. So we can say -5 is additive inverse of 5, or 5 is additive inverse of -5. So in general, if x is the integer, then -x will be the additive inverse of x. If we have y, then -y will be the additive inverse of y. If we have -p, then p will be the additive inverse of -p. So that if you add these two, you will get 0 all the time. So this concept you have to remember. Any number will have the additive inverse, and this will help to understand the subtraction concept. So I hope you understood the meaning of additive inverse. So if I given the number -100, so additive inverse of -100 will be 100, so that if you add it together you will get 0. So always remember this concept, because this is going to help us in the subtraction part. So in brief we can say -5 is additive inverse of 5, and 5 is additive inverse of -5, and this way we can write any integer. So always remember, positive and negative integer of same value, that is 5 and 5, they are additive inverse of each other. So now let's move to the subtraction of the integers, and for this we'll take the help of the additive inverse only. So that's why we started with this topic. Okay, so very first thing is, if we are just talking about normal subtraction, for example 4 plus -3, so this can be modified also, like 4 minus 3, you already know the answer. 4 minus 3 is 1, but this can also be modified this way, that is 4 plus minus 3. that is, in place of 3 we are writing minus 3, in place of minus we have written plus. So this is how we can modify, and still you should know the answer will be the same, but in place of subtraction sign now we have given plus sign. So we can say subtraction of two numbers is nothing but addition of the additive inverse of the number itself. I am repeating again. For example, here you are subtracting 3 from 4. This is one thing. Or here we can say we are adding minus 3 with 4. So here we are subtracting 3 from 4. Here we are adding minus 3 with 4. But both the equation, we can say both the numbers will give you the same answer, that is 1. So in general, when you talk about the subtraction is nothing but the addition of the additive inverse. Simple. So we understood here it is plus 3. For example, another example we can take 10 minus 6. Just take an example. So this can also be written as 10 minus plus 6. This can be modified because 6 is nothing but plus 6, we know. Okay. And if we want to replace this subtraction by the addition sign, then what is to be done? We have to take the additive inverse of the second number. So additive inverse of plus 6 will be minus 6. So overall what we are going to do? Addition. So here we had subtraction, but we have converted that into addition only, and now we know the rule. We are adding one positive and one negative integer, and we know if we have positive and negative we always do this subtraction. 10 minus 6 is 4. 10 is greater than 6. 10 is having positive sign, so answer is 4 only. So that is the answer. So I hope you are able to get the answer. You are able to get the concept. In case of subtraction, we are basically doing the addition of the additive inverse of the number, nothing else. So in place of 3 we are taking minus 3. So subtraction is converted into addition. Here in place of 6 we have taken minus 6. That is nothing but the additive inverse of 6, and again minus is converted into plus. And we already understood the rules for the addition. Same rule be applicable here also. So let's take some examples to understand properly. So let's take number 3. That is minus 10 minus 6. Now again here we have a subtraction sign, but we have to convert this into addition, and we'll see what is to be done. So here again what is to be done? In place of 6 we have to take minus 6, and this subtraction should be replaced by addition. So what can be written here? Minus 10 plus minus 6. We have replaced this minus by plus and 6 with minus 6. That is, we have taken the additive inverse of 6, which is minus 6. And now you know this rule. We are basically adding two negative integers, and you know what is to be done? The negative integers are just added. So 10 plus 6 is 16, and we know if negative integers are added together we always get a negative sign. So this is the answer, minus 16, nothing else. Let's take another example. 2 minus 4. Okay, so again we have to replace this subtraction with the addition sign. So what is to be done? 4 should be replaced by minus 4. So what will be done? 2 plus minus 4. Subtraction is replaced by addition. 4 is replaced by minus 4. That is additive inverse of 4 we are taking now, that is minus 4. Now we know this is nothing but one positive integer, one negative integer, and once we are adding positive and negative we basically do the subtraction only. 2 minus 4, that is 4 minus 2, that is 2, and now 4 is greater than 2, and in front of 4 we have minus sign, so answer should be in minus. So I hope you are able to get this. Let's take more example. Number 5. Okay, that is minus 18 plus 2. This we have already done. Okay, but make it minus 2. So this is similar to this only. So we have already understood, that is overall we have one negative integer and we have minus sign. So what is to be done? Minus 18 will be as it is. Minus will be replaced by plus, and 2 will be replaced by minus 2. And now what is to be done? We have negative and negative integers which are to be added, and once we add the negative integers, we just do the addition itself, and that is 18 plus 2, 20. But when we are adding the negative integers, we always get the negative integer. So answer is minus 20. So this is how the subtraction is to be done. Nothing is new. The only thing is, if we have understood the concept of additive inverse, we can apply. So let's do the same thing on number line, and we'll take more examples later on. Okay, so let's take 10 minus 3. So how to show this subtraction on the number line? So very first we have to convert this into addition. That is, in place of 3 we'll take minus 3, in place of minus we'll take plus. So this will become 10 plus minus 3. Yes or no? And now we know what is to be done on the number line. So let's go for the number line, rough work. So very first we need plus 10. So let's go for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is the first thing. So very first we will go to plus 10, that we already know. And then minus 3 means we have to come 3 steps back. 1, 2, 3. So where we are coming finally? 7. So answer is 7. So overall we understood already how to show the addition on the number line. So we just need to convert the subtraction into addition by taking the additive inverse of the number, and then rest we already understood in the previous class. So let's take more example on the number line. Number 2 is minus 4 minus 3, for example. So we already know minus 4, minus is to be replaced by plus, within bracket 3 should be replaced by minus 3, that is additive inverse of 3. So it is nothing but we already understood on the number line how to show the addition of negative integers. So both are negative integers, so we must start with 0 here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. So very first we have to go minus 4, which is this. So this is minus 4, and then we have to go for 3 steps again back. 1, 2, 3. So we are coming to where? So this is minus 3. So answer is minus 7. Okay, let's take number 3. So I hope you are able to understand how to do the subtraction on the number line. That is nothing but we are doing addition of the additive inverse of the number. Number 3, minus 4 minus 4. Now here we need to see what is to be done. Okay, so again same thing is there. So here we have minus 4 minus again minus 4. So what is to be done? So we know this minus has to be replaced by plus. So within this bracket the minus must be replaced by plus again. So what is to be done? Minus 4. This subtraction has to be converted into addition. And then we have to take the additive inverse. So additive inverse of minus 4 will be plus 4. So what will take? Plus 4. So we can write down within bracket also or without bracket also. Yes or no? So overall plus is not shown. We can directly write down minus 4 plus 4. And now let's show it on the number line. So choice is yours. We can start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so very first we can go to plus 4, 0 to 4. So this is my plus 4, and then we have to go to minus 4, that is 4 steps back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is plus 4, this is minus 4. You are coming back to 0. Answer is 0. So here we are already adding the number and its additive inverse. So whenever we are adding the number and its additive inverse, we always get 0, from where we got the concept of additive inverse, and we are coming back to the same. Okay, so I hope you are able to get the concept, that is how to do the subtraction of integers. And let's take some questions from the exercise to understand it properly. So I'm going for exercise number 6.3, and I'll take selected questions so that the concepts can be clear. So very first, the question we have, that is find, and A part is 35 minus 20. So 20 is written within bracket. Okay, so we already know what is to be done. When we have to do this subtraction, we have to go for the addition of the additive inverse of the number given to you. So what will be written? So we can write down 35 minus 20 is equal to 35, minus will be replaced by plus, and this plus 20 will be replaced by minus 20, because the additive inverse of 20 is minus 20. So whenever we convert the minus into plus, we must convert the second number into its additive inverse. That is to be understood now. So next we know we have one positive and one negative integers, and when we add positive and negative, we basically do the subtraction only. So 35 minus 20 is how much? 15, no doubt. And here we have 35 greater than 20, and in place front of 35 we have positive, that is plus sign only, so the answer must be positive integer. So 15 is the answer. Let's take B part, 72 minus 19. I think it is similar. I am taking part C now. That is minus 15 minus and then minus 18. This is given to us. So again, to overcome the problem of this subtraction, very first we need to convert this subtraction into addition. So what is to be done? We will convert this into its additive inverse. So we know additive inverse of minus 18 will be plus 18, just opposite. So here we will write minus 15 as it is. Then let it be in the bracket. Minus will be converted into plus, and now in place of minus 18 we will take plus 18. So minus is replaced by plus. Minus 18 additive inverse is plus 18. So we can write down this as it is, minus 15 plus, and plus 18 is understood, it is 18 only. So what we have now, one negative integer, one positive integer, and you know when we do the addition of negative and positive, we always do subtraction. So 18 minus 15 is 3, and again 18 is greater than 15, and in front of 18 we have plus sign, so answer should be positive integer. So this is the answer number 3. Okay, so let's take more questions. Number C is done. Let me see which questions to be done now. Let me take number F. So F is given minus 32 minus again minus 40. So we'll do the same thing. Very first we'll convert this into additive inverse. So this will become minus 32 as it is. Minus will become plus, and this minus will also become plus. Okay, now minus 32 plus, so plus is not written generally, so it is understood it is 40. So again we have negative integer, positive integer, and you know when negative and positives are added, we do the subtraction. So 40 minus 32 is how much? 8, and again 40 is greater than 32. In front of 40 we have positive sign, so answer should be positive integer. So I hope you are able to understand how to do the subtraction of the numbers, whether it is direct or with the number line. The concept will be the same. We have to go for the addition of the additive inverse. Simple. Okay, let me take a few more questions to understand the concept properly. From number 2, it is given we have to compare. So minus 3 plus minus 6. So I'm taking 2a part. Okay, and then we have to compare if this is which number will be greater, minus 3 minus. So we have to compare both the side. So very first we need to solve this, and we have to see which will be the greater one, this side or this side, that is to be filled here. So very first let's try to solve this part, and in general you should know this is okay, let's try. So here already understood this is a plus sign, it is already in the addition. So we know negative and negative are always added. So 6 and 3 is 9 and minus will be there. So this will become minus 9. So 3 plus 6, 9, and both are negative integers, so answer will be negative. So this side we have done the calculation. This side it is minus 3, and we know we have to convert this minus into plus. What is to be done? Plus, and minus will be converted into plus only. Okay, so let's continue. So this is minus 9. Let the box be also there. Now it is minus and plus. So we know negative and positive are always subtracted. 6 minus 3 is 3, and 6 is greater than 3. So in plus front of 6 we have positive. So we have positive answer. And now we can compare 3 and minus 9, which is greater? 3 is greater. So we can say finally this is the answer. So choice is yours. You can show the calculation here itself, or you can show the calculation one side, and then you can write down the final answer 3 and minus 9, and then you can compare also. So but the calculation must be shown in front somewhere. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand, and let me take one more question from fourth part, so that we can have clarity that if you are having many numbers together. For example, I am taking C part, minus 7 plus minus 8 and plus minus 90. Okay, this is not so difficult, so this we have already understood. So but still we know. So overall these two are first we'll add these two numbers, because in between these two we have positive sign, addition sign, and negative will be added together. So minus 7 minus 8, that is 8 plus 7, 15, and that will become minus 15. So this is already done. Now what is left? Plus minus 90. And again we have in between two numbers we have addition, so we have to do addition, but we know negative and negative also add it. So 90 plus 15, how much? 105, and both are negative integers, answer will be minus 105. So I hope it is not so difficult. Let me take D part, which is somehow based on the subtraction. That is 50 minus 40 minus 2. So let's solve this part. So very first we'll try to solve these two numbers, and then we'll go for the third number. So we know again in place of minus we'll go for plus. So minus 40 will become plus 40, additive inverse. So this will be 50 plus 40. Minus is becoming plus, minus is becoming plus, that is additive inverse. And this again we can also modify here itself. In place of minus we can take plus, and again in place of minus we can take plus. So in one step we have done, that is we have taken the additive inverse of minus 40 and minus 2, that is 40 and 2, minus is converted into plus. And now we know this is nothing but the addition of three positive numbers. So 50 plus 40, 90 plus 2, 92. So this is all we have, and we'll discuss some more questions in the live class. So I hope you are able to understand how to do the subtraction. So overall subtraction nothing but the addition of the additive inverse itself, and if your additive inverse concept is clear, then subtraction of the integers are not so difficult. So I hope you understood the class today, and for today it's done. Just take care, be at home. Thank you, and Hari Om.